The last go around here, the last segment of the End Zone presented by TiVo on CBSSports.com and on your TiVo DVR via TiVo Cast. Ian Eagle, Jason Horowitz, one last time with you here in 2007. And, of course, we're going to focus on the negative. Who chose this order?
Why is that?
I don't know. We had some positive stuff in this show. Why do we end on the negative?
I don't know. I think that's your doing.
I don't think so. I picked this as my fourth segment somewhere around there.
Really?
We'll blame it on our producer, Jeff Caldwell. I think that's the fair way to go.
He's a negative guy.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, here it is. Coaches on the hot seat as we head into 2008. Coaches that are there right now. Question is, will we see them there next season? And let's start with the team that has the worst record in football. Bill Parcells is there now to be the guy who runs the day-to-day operations. Will Cam Cameron be a Miami Dolphins head coach next season?
No, he won't be back. And I don't see how Bill Parcells would ever bring him back. No matter what he thinks of Cam Cameron, Bill Parcells was hired to turn the franchise around. Sticking with the head coach of the previous regime, I don't think that's in Bill Parcells to do. He's going to try to find his guys. That's what it's all about for Parcells, finding his people. And this would be a huge shocker if Cam Cameron's able to hold down this job. Whether he is worthy or not is irrelevant. You've got new blood, you've got a new approach, and I don't think Parcells is going to take on this challenge with a holdover from a previous regime.
You've been intimate with teams the last 10 years calling games on CBS. You've been around the league, you've seen coaches.
Yeah.
Who is a Bill Parcells guy to be a coach there?
Well, that's a great question. I think if he had his choice right now, I think he'd try to get Jason Garrett of the Dallas Cowboys. There are a lot of teams that would like to
the
get
offensive coordinator.
Offensive coordinator of the Cowboys, who is really the head coach in waiting in Dallas. Wade Phillips is here, and he's done a tremendous job. Jerry Jones believes that Garrett will be the future head coach of the Cowboys. Now, whether they get into a match back and forth, Garrett's making very good money as the offensive coordinator, knowing full well that he's the head coach in waiting. I think Parcells will look to pry him loose. I don't think he'll get him.
All right, we'll see if that actually happens. I agree. If I'm Jerry Jones, I say, Jason, we'll give you X amount of dollars. We will promise you to be the head coach when Wade is gone.
It'll be in the contract.
And you stay here, and we'll see if that actually happens. All right, there were a couple. Let's turn this a little bit positive real quickly, and then we'll go back to the negative. A couple of coaches that were on the hot seat to start the season that they're not going anywhere unless they choose to. Romeo Crennel in Cleveland. People wanted him out after week one. That's not going to happen. He still has a shot at the playoffs.
And maybe a candidate for Miami, depending upon how things break down here.
John Gruden in Tampa Bay. He's gone from last to first again in the division. He's safe as well. These folks may not be safe. Mike Nolan in San Francisco. Maybe not. It's been a very rough year for the 49ers. But if they win this week, they'll finish 6-10. They'll win 3 in a row to end the season. We'll see how that works out. Brian Billick. He's gotten the vote of confidence from the Ravens front office. Does that really they've lost, 9 in a row, 10 in a row at this point? It could finish on an 11-game losing streak to end the season and finish 4-12?
Vote of confidence means nothing, in my mind. If Steve Bisciotti, the owner of the team, wants to make a change, he'll make a change, no matter what he said following Week 12 or Week 13 or Week 14. They're 4-11. The losing streak is 9. You can't look at this current roster and say, you know what, they'll be fine for 08. They're going to have to make a shift in philosophy. They're going to have to make some changes to their personnel, and they're going to have to get younger. I don't know if Brian Billick is going to be able to see that through with the Baltimore Ravens. I think he could be in major trouble right now.
What about John Fox? He's taken Carolina many places. He's taken them to a Super Bowl before. They did not win it, as we know. Patriots won that Super Bowl. He was on the hot seat when the season started.
Yep.
Jake Delhomme went down after week 2, and everything went with him. The whole offense went down. The defense was not good. Will he be back?
He should be. He should not lose his job. I think Fox has done an excellent job just trying to keep that team afloat. Yeah, they took a gamble on David Carr that they were going to be able to get a quarterback that could step in if Jake Delhomme went down with an injury. Carr gets his opportunity, and Carr laid an egg, much like he did with the Houston Texans. They had to bring in Vinny Testaverde. It got to that point because they felt Vinny could win a game for them, and he did. The bottom line is he wasn't playing with a full deck, and I feel like Fox should be back in Carolina.
I agree. I think John Fox should get at least one more year there and see what he can do with Jake Delhomme when he comes back, assuming he'll be healthy next season. One other guy that may not be on your radar, but certainly he was on the hot seat when the season started. He's going to the playoffs for a 3rd consecutive year. That is Tom Coughlin. Only 3 other coaches in the NFL right now are doing that. Mike Holmgren, Bill Belichick, and Tony Dungy.
Yep.
Tom Coughlin is the other of those 4. going to 3 consecutive postseasons. But if they lose for the 3rd straight year in the wild card weekend, they play Tampa Bay. That is already established. If they lose, is he gone?
No, not necessarily. I think Tom Coughlin will be back. If it's a tight game, hotly contested, and something happens late where Tampa Bay finds a way to win, I don't think that's going to cost Tom Coughlin his job. If they get mauled by the Buccaneers, the questions will resurface, and there is a possibility that Tom Coughlin would be handed the pink slip.
Let's not forget last year San Diego was 14-2 and Marty Schottenheimer lost his job. There were other reasons there, but let's not forget there is in this league. The realm of possibility is enormous, folks. That's it for the End Zone.
That's it.
The season is over.
Where's the video retrospective?
Here. Have the remote again.
The Time of Our Lives, Green Day behind it. No, that's not happening.
Nothing. Last Dance by Donna Summer. Do I have the right singer?
No, I think it's Gloria Gaynor.
Gloria Gaynor. All right. It's the Last Dance.
Oh, don't.
Romance.
Don't end it on. Oh, don't.
Folks, that is it for the End Zone. Let's cue the music.
Are we going to be back for 08? I think that's a major question now.
My seat is burning. My tushy is high. Let's get it going here, folks. Ian Eagle, Jason Horowitz, thank you for being with us all season long on the End Zone, presented by TiVo on CBSSports.com and, of course, on your TiVo DVR via TiVo Cast. Sir, it's been fun. See you next year.
Left hand.
Happy New Year, folks. Take care.